Hey there, it's been a while. Please subscribe to my channel. I'll be grateful to you.
The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers. Justin betrays Forrester Creations with secret alliance. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers indicate that Justin Barber claims he wants to help the Forresters eliminate Carter Walton. Will he? Is the million-dollar question. He is Bill Spencer's right hand, hence he should be able to do over Carter and Hope Logan. Read on to uncover the forbidden dish that may happen to FC. Carter Walton's sliminess. Carter came up with the LLC scam, but Hope hopped right on board and is complicit. This has her opponent Steffi Forrester Finnegan angry, and the fur is going to fly. Steffi is determined to top the traitors and has gone so far as to get him a French lover. Can Hope compete? BNB spoilers. Justin Barber's plan. Ridge Forrester is leaning on Justin, who is a big league sleaze, even if Ridge and him haven't been on good terms in the past. He talked with a colleague but has bad news. Carter did his homework and there is nothing the folks can do. Ridge remembers that Justin sought to take over Spencer Publications, and at the time he was going to enable Bill and Liam Spencer to go to prison for crimes they didn't commit. Justin also put Thomas Forrester in a cage without sustenance. What we're trying to say is, should Justin be trusted? The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers. Secrets galore. Ridge should have included a major law, but Justin is underhanded, and that's what FC needs right now. Justin is amazed with Carter's dishonesty, and he is good, so why hasn't he found a loophole? Is Justin and in cahoots with Carter behind Forrester Creations back? The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers. What happens next on the LA-based show? We forecast that Ridge could get burnt by trusting Justin when he least can afford it. Will he be betrayed a second time with two sleazy lawyers scheming against him? Do you think that FC will lose everything? Be sure to tune in and find out. Steffi gets her way. Lee's proof of Poppy's betrayal and Luna in love. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers update for the week of January 13th to 17th show a lot of intriguing drama is ahead. Expect Daphne Rose to encounter Ridge Forrester. Lee Finnegan blows up after learning about Penelope Poppy Nozawa's dishonesty. Also, Luna Nozawa continues to spy on a very charming Will Spencer. Lee Finnegan's investigation. BNB spoilers for the week of January 13th hint that Lee's support of Poppy could come to an end. Lee and Poppy have always been at war with one another for one reason or another. Since Poppy's introduction, nevertheless, fans have questioned what the truth was regarding Luna's bio dad. Although it was indicated that Tom Starr was Luna's father, that turns out not to be the case. After more confrontation with Poppy, Lee decides to investigate. That leads to a sneak peek shot that shows Lee gazing inside a medical biohazard refrigerator with lab technician April. While Lee investigates, she will stay mysterious. Lee will be determined to get to the heart of the situation. What Lee finds out, though, will hurt and anger her. By the end of the week, Lee has the ammunition she needs to confront Poppy. In the weekly preview video, Lee and Poppy are at the hospital fighting. As Poppy tears, Lee snaps over Jack Finnegan being Luna's real father. BNB spoilers. Will Spencer's charm over at Bill Spencer's apartment? He will continue hiding Luna. It's not really clear what Bill's final game is with Luna. Does Bill think he can genuinely rehabilitate the angelic serial killer, or is there something else going on? Luna does keep offering Bill apologies. Then, Bill asks Luna to recount in detail how she killed Tom and Paul Hollister. Bill had asked Luna this before, the day of her transfer. So, maybe something isn't quite adding up for Bill. Meanwhile, Will comes over to visit his dad once again. Will stated to Electra Forrester how he feels horrible that Bill is all alone in that enormous house. So, Will likely spends more time with Bill. However, Luna will continue to be enchanted by Will as she spies on his private talks. Steffi Forrester Finnegan's bold move. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers for the week of January 13th state that Steffi has come up with a scheme to bring Forrester Creations back in her family's possession. Steffi is using Daphne to split Carter and Hope. Steffi continues bringing up that no man can resist Daphne, and that's precisely what she is depending on. Steffi returns to the office and asks for her job back. While Hope Logan remains suspicious, Carter Walton maintains his word. Although Steffi gets her way, Carter seems quite peeved in a sneak peek shot. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers, January 13th to 17th, 2025. It is also teased that Steffi unveils her hidden weapon to Ridge Forrester. Despite the way that Brooke seems in a snapshot and the weekly preview clip, she's actually on board with Steffi coming back. Brooke gets the idea that Steffi's return could help her get Ridge back. Plus, Brooke and Taylor Hayes will face off. Which narrative are you looking forward to seeing the most? Sister vs. Sister, medical professional returns. The Bold and the Beautiful teasers for the week of January 13th to 17th hint some fascinating cast changes fans should be aware of. As the land of LA fashion may be a revolving door, there are constantly characters departing and returning to the soap every week. So, who's coming and who's going during the next 5 days in the land of BNB? The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers, Sister vs. Sister BNB spoilers for the week of January 13th to 17th show that Dr. Lee Finnegan, played by Naomi Matsuda, will have enormous screen time over the next 5 days. John Finnegan's mom will appear on the Monday, January 13th, Tuesday, January 14th, and Thursday, January 16th shows. Looks like a bulk of her time will be spent bantering back and forth with her sister, Poppy Nozawa, since Romy Park will repeat the role. Fans may expect to see Poppy back on the soap during the Monday, January 13th, and Thursday, January 16th broadcasts, as well. BNB spoilers, April returns. Lastly, BNB spoilers for this coming week state that Jameson Belushi will resume her role as the lab technician, April. As fans may know, Jameson happens to be the daughter of actor Jim Belushi. April is expected to have scenes on the soap on the Monday, January 13th, and Tuesday, January 14th episodes. Jameson originally entered the job on July 15, 2024, marking her soap opera debut, and played a modest role in the Luna Nozawa murder spree, performing the autopsy on the killer's first 2 victims. She returned in September of that year, and now it appears like fans will get to witness April in action once more this week. What kind of information and insight will she offer? Fans will have to tune in to find out. What storyline are you most looking forward to witnessing over the week of January 13th to 17th? Join the debate in the comment box. BNB spoilers, Ron Moss and Devin DeVasquez's new Western adventure awaits. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers and updates indicate fan favorite Ron Moss is known for his 25-year tenure playing Ridge Forrester, and previously participated in the streaming drama The Bay. He's also just as well known as being a singer in the rock band Player, whose song Baby Come Back rocketed to the top of the charts in 1978.
The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers, Ron Moss and his wife interviewed. Remind magazine chatted with Ron and his wife, Devin DeVasquez, at the Hollywood show, taking place on Friday, January 10th and Saturday, January 11th, at the Los Angeles Marriott Burbank Airport Hotel. The pair shares their time between their home in Arizona and Italy, where Moss is immensely popular owing to the show Bold and the Beautiful BNB. A favorite in the country, Moss emphasizes his appreciation for living in Italy, characterizing it as if he is in another historical period. The sunsets are beautiful, and there's so much history and culture, he says. It feels like going back 50 years to a simpler, more natural time. B&B spoilers, Ron Moss still performs as a musician, but has a series in the works. Moss is not only a musician, but also has a huge acting project coming up. DeVasquez reveals, "We're thrilled to be working on Ron's dream project, a Western series. They first wanted to make it a movie but chose a series format to examine the characters more extensively. Although it's a Western, there will be many female characters in the cast." DeVasquez says, "Ron is perfect for the role he's playing." Moss will also take on directing duties, as he has experience in that field. He prefers not to discuss himself, but DeVasquez's joy for the performance and her strong support for her husband fill that void. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers, a lifelong dream. Ron has always stated a desire to make a Western. According to DeVasquez, he has a passion for cameras, making this a natural step for him. Moss began working behind the camera after joining BNB in the mid-80s, not as a director but as an unofficial historian. This was before everyone had a video camera on their phones. Moss used a camcorder that was incredibly advanced for its day. DeVasquez explains that Ron has been capturing behind-the-scenes footage of BNB since the beginning. She also adds that she is directing him for a docuseries on his childhood in old Hollywood. B&B spoilers. Devin DeVasquez says there's a lot more to Ron. Many people identify Moss as a member of Player or a soap opera actor, but DeVasquez believes there is much more to him. Ron's father was in a relationship with actress Jean Harlow, and his mother taught Elizabeth Taylor to ride for National Velvet, DeVasquez shares. Plus, his sister Linda Moss won an Oscar for sound editing for Dances with Wolves. So, Hollywood runs in his family. DeVasquez says that Moss will soon mark 50 years with the rock band Player. Ron has had a wonderful life, and we feel very lucky to have this background, she states. Moss will be featured in a Western series, but music is truly his largest love dash. He's creating music for our various projects, including movies and TV, DeVasquez reveals. The bold and the beautiful spoilers. Tex the Cowboy and Madame Virus. In his new series, Moss will portray a cowboy named Tex, while DeVasquez will take on the role of a madam. My name is Madame Virus. DeVasquez laughed. I didn't choose that. Ron's character isn't named after Tex Ritter. There's a comic book character called Tex Willer, who looks just like Ron. You have to view this photo from 1948. We looked at it and thought, wow, this is strange. We filmed a promo and will start shooting again shortly. It's a big project with many ladies, including me. Moss shared, it's exciting. It's going to be a powerful series. Luna's new love plus Lee's suspicion. It's going to be a magnificent week in LA. For the week of January 13th to 17th on The Bold and the Beautiful. Spoilers indicate that Luna apologizes to Bill, and they have some more revealing chats. Then, Will twists Luna's head and captures her attention. Is the younger Spencer a more attainable conquest for her? Daddy drama. Luna's aunt, Lee, starts battling with Poppy about her parenting skills. Then Lee starts to put two and two together. She worries that fated rock and roll star Tom may not have been Luna's biological father after all. A big battle is in store. Brooke and Taylor will also face off at the week's end. Brooke hopes Ridge will return to her if he sees Steffi working at Forrester again. Taylor may offer Brooke a pretty hard reality check that Ridge is hers for good. One thing is certain. It's going to be a rocky trip on B&B. Upcoming highlights Monday, January 13th. Episode 9441. Steffi puts her plan into action and asks Carter, Hope, and Brooke for a job. Lee and Poppy argue about Poppy's parenting skills. Luna makes an apology to Bill. Tuesday, January 14th. Episode 9442. Lee is mysterious, seeking to get to the heart of the situation. Bill wants Luna to tell how she killed Tom and Hollis. Wednesday, January 15th. Episode 9443. Brooke worries that Steffi coming to Forrester may lead to Ridge returning to her. In hiding and fascinated by Will's wit, Luna listens to a private chat between Will and Bill. Thursday, January 16th. Episode 9444. Steffi introduces her secret weapon, Daphne, to Ridge. Having the ammunition she needs, Lee confronts Poppy. Friday, January 17th. Episode 9445. Brooke and Taylor face off. Poppy and Lee visit Luna in prison. Discover Jack's daughter missing. The bold and the beautiful spoilers claim that Luna Nozawa is being hidden by Bill Spencer on house arrest. with Lee Finnegan questioning Penelope Poppy Nozawa about Jack Finnegan being Luna's biological father. May there be a jailhouse visit? Of course, Luna won't be there. Depending on what the prison informs Poppy and Lee about Luna's abduction, Bill's secret could be discovered quicker than he anticipates. Luna Nozawa's prison transfer B&B spoilers state that Luna kept imploring Bill to help her get out of prison. Luna has already been convinced of her crimes. However, Luna did suggest an appeal. Luna never had the chance to acquire that appeal because Bill came in to save the day. After Luna was beaten in prison, Bill got her transferred. Bill didn't have Luna sent to another prison or even to a mental health facility. Instead, Bill got the bright idea to have Luna sent to house arrest. However, nobody can know that Luna is there. B&B spoilers. Bill Spencer's solution. Bill doesn't seem to have a plan for what to do with Luna. While Bill did call on every favor he had, this decision definitely appears spur of the moment. Bill did look at Luna like a daughter. Bill wanted to offer her every edge and opportunity. However, Bill understands that Luna is a cold-blooded killer. Luna might have an ankle monitor, but that's really not going to stop her from committing another crime. Lee Finnegan's investigation, The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers suggest that the weekly preview video clip shows Lee addressing Poppy regarding Luna's bio father. As Poppy stands in the hospital crying and hiding her mouth, Lee shouts about Jack being Luna's real father. There is also a sneak peek photo that shows Lee standing with lab technician April. They are both staring into a biohazard medical fridge. It is hinted that this week, January 13th through January 17th, that Lee researches and accumulates her weaponry over an issue of the heart. So Lee must come up with proof that Jack is Luna's father. Poppy doesn't look like she's denying it when confronted, either. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers. Jack Finnegan's daughter missing for Luna. She has made a tremendous issue about not knowing the name of her biological father. Then Luna killed Tom Star assuming he was her father. Lee might tell Poppy that she has to tell Luna the truth. Lee has basically rejected Luna, yet she will still think Poppy needs to do the right thing as a parent. However, what happens when Poppy and Lee go to the prison and Luna is not there? Will the prison tell Poppy that Luna is on house arrest and give her Bill's address? Or could this launch a manhunt for Jack's missing daughter? Maybe there is no house arrest, and the guards were paid to allow Luna to disappear. There are a number of ways this may go, so stay tuned. Top 10 moments during the week of January 6th to 10th. The week's biggest hits and misses on all 4 soaps, days. YNR, GH, and B&B. Soap Hub looks at the hits and misses for the week of January 6th to 10th in the worlds of days of our lives. General Hospital, The Bold and the Beautiful, and The Young and the Restless. Top 10 hits and misses 10. Hit, Nina and Curtis scenes. Last week, Nina and Curtis were one of our honorable mentions. This week, they've moved to the top 10 because GH continues to pair them in scenes. They're conspiring against Drew together, they're being honest with each other, and they challenge each other. Cynthia Watros and Donnell Turner are magic in scenes. 9 miss. How Taylor and Steffi talk Brooke. Taylor and Steffi are mature ladies and they are formidable in their own right. But their recent comments about Brooke are beyond disrespectful and petty. They keep talking about Brooke weeping to get her way, as if they aren't flawed women at all. What's that saying about casting the first stone? Yes, avoid judging others until your own mistakes have been addressed. 8. Hit. Kristen disciplines Rachel. It was an unexpected surprise this week when Kristen realized Rachel was the one who sent Ava the threatening texts. Instead of joining in on her daughter's revenge plan, she rightly scolded her kid. She took away her phone, changed the Wi-Fi password at the DiMera home, and she actually looked upset that Rachel was following in her mother's footsteps. 7. Hit. Damien stays cagey and has Nate baffled. First impression of Damien is he's going to be someone that shouldn't be underestimated. He didn't salivate over the job at Winters as Nate imagined, but he was interested. We're excited to see how this half-brother tale unfolds from here, especially when he arrives to Genoa City. 6. Miss. Adam is non-existent from Ian's revenge story. How is Adam not involved in this story? At the absolute least, let him be at the new Newman Ranch with Victor, Nikki, and Nick when Ian arrives to face the family he hates. 5. Hit. The actual Katharina account absolves John of guilt. Another surprise moment from Days this week. Kat sat down with Marlena and proceeded to clean up the Constantine/Pawn plot arc. John never hurt Katharina. He was a hero. Victor sent him to Greece to help her get out of an abusive situation. John can have peace of mind now. What an emotional conversation. 4. Hit. Mariah confronts Ian. Well, Adam may not be involved in the Ian supervillain plot thus far, but Mariah undoubtedly is, of course. She's had a few of run-ins with Ian, but the one in the park where she unleashed holy hell on the man who caused her so much grief was supremely fulfilling, especially the point where she urged Tessa to go wait for her and then proceeded to threaten to kill Ian. Surely this will come back to bite her in the you-know-what, but Cameron Grimes was wonderful. 3. Miss. Carrie is Lady Whistleblower. We're curious about the reason why Carrie is the Lady Whistleblower. So far, Leo rejecting him doesn't cut it, but we do suspect he may not be the only one involved in having body and soul destroyed. 2. Hit. Brooke tells Ridge she's nobody's victim. Yes, Brooke has claimed she's done with Ridge previously, and it never took. And it probably won't take again. But we still liked Brooke realizing Ridge was a waffler of the First Order, and that he required full allegiance, even if he doesn't have to show the same across-the-board loyalty. Here's the bulk of the speech that earns our applause. We were supposed to be together for the rest of our lives. But every time I do anything that you don't approve of, you desert me. You made your choice when you shared a bed with Taylor. I'm gonna make my choice now, too. I'm not going to be a victim of yours or anybody's. And I deserve a man who loves me entirely. And that certainly isn't you. I wish I never set foot in this house. I wish my mom never accepted that awful caterer's job all those years ago. But you know what? I am done. I can't do this anymore. 1. Miss. Michael suffering in the fire while Drew and Willow enjoy sex in Washington, D.C. The juxtaposition of Michael's suffering as Willow and Drew when at it in D.C. was painful to watch. Honorable mentions miss. Tessa's naivete, where Ian is concerned. How is nobody putting 2 and 2 together that Ian drugged Tessa only to save her and prove to everyone he's a wonderful guy? It's a pretty logical leap. So watching Tessa be polite to Ian about giving her the inhaler is hard because she's smarter than that. Hit. Joss hero worship idea. Joss wasn't the only one to make this deduction. Michael had a similar thought going that Willow has this urge to be among her heroes. She falls in love with brave men. She stares at them with these hard eyes and develops a life with them. When the next one comes along, she goes on. It's fascinating and warrants exploration and therapy. Yes, Willow needs therapy. She has been through so much trauma in her lifetime. Hit. Julie and Chad discuss about their sadness. In the Friday, January 10th episode of Days, Julie and Chad had a long talk about grieving over losing the loves of their lives. It was sincere, upsetting, and made us tearful. Susan Seaforth Hayes and Billy Flynn play off each other nicely. Julie and Chad continue to be there for one another and console each other. Miss. Finn doesn't play devil's advocate anymore. Finn and Steffi are one of our favorite soap couples, but now we've noticed that he never calls Steffi out on any of her actions anymore. We love couples that challenge each other and stick up for each other. But with Steffi sending in Daphne Rose to help get Forrester back, the part where she wants her pal to seduce Carter is kind of creepy. And Finn doesn't give her any guidance or explain her some of the hazards of her plan. It's kind of sad.
Thank you for your time. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.